Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. So in today's video, we'll be solving the problem, determine if two trees are identical. This is an easy level problem and is the problem of the day on Geeks for Geeks. The company tags of this question are Flipkart, Amazon and Microsoft, and the topic tags are tree and data structures. Now let us go through the question. Given two binary trees, the task is to find if both of them are identical or not. So you need to return true or false. The printing is done by the driver code. So the question is pretty straightforward. There are examples given. We'll see that in brief later. And the expected time complexity is O of n and auxiliary space is O of I. So in our particular code, we are not using any external space apart from the stack space that we are using in terms of recursion. So and yes, it is like O of height of tree, and constraints are number of nodes goes up to 10 power 5 and data of node can go up to 10 power 9 starting from 1 and 1. So now let us go through the question, let us understand it. So these are the two binary trees that have been given. Like this is the example 1 and this is the example 2. Okay, so in this example 1 you see that both of them are identical. The reason being 1 and 1, and to the left of 1 we have 2 and 2, to the right of 1 we have 3 and 3, and yes, this is identical. Okay, so both of them are ditto carbon copies of each other, so we return true in this particular case, right? And coming to this particular case, we have left 2 in the left of 1. Okay, that satisfies. 2's position is fine. But what about 3? In the first tree, we have 3 to be to the right child of 1. But here, we have 3 to be the left child of 2, right? So, which is not actually matching with the position. Here, it is right child, RC of 1. Here, it is LC of 2. So, these are not the correct position. Like, these are not the same position. So, in this case, we return false, right? I hope you people understood, like, why is it true and why is it false. Now, how are we going to solve this, right? So, take this particular case itself. Take this particular case as example 1. Great. Let us see this example 1 itself. Like if this is given as a manual task to you, how do you find it? First thing what you'll do is you'll check whether your present node, because you're standing on this particular point, right? You're standing on this particular point. You will be given this particular address very first. So you'll be standing on this particular thing and you'll be checking whether their values are same or not. Okay. This is the first condition. What is the first condition? First condition is your root values. Root values are same or not. This is what we are going to check, isn't it? We are going to check the particular root values, are they same or not. That's the first condition. Let us assume this is true, that we got to know that both of them are satisfying, like both of them are having the same values, 1 and 1 in our case. So yes, it satisfies the first condition. So what is the second condition that you'll be looking out for? Do the same onto your left side. Okay, do the same onto your left. Third thing, do the same onto your right, isn't it? Or first right and then left. It's fine. It's completely up to you. Second condition is do the same thing. Do the same checking onto your left side. Okay. Third condition is do the same thing on your right side. But here we have some cases. So what is that case? You can see that in example 2. So when coming to example 2, you can see that. So first condition is satisfied, isn't it? First condition is satisfied. Here first condition is satisfied. So you'll be calling your left now. Okay. When you're going to call your left, again your 2 and 2 matches. 2 and 2 matches. So this is also fine. Now again you'll be calling your left onto 2. But to the left of 2 in this first tree, do you find anything here? No, it is a null. But in the case of second tree, you find that to the left of 2, you have 3 here. So this is where you need to put an extra condition that if one of them are null, alright, if one of them is null, only one of them is null, then in that case you can happily return false, because one is defined and the other is not defined. Then how come they can be identical? So in that case you can return false. And in what case can you return true? But if you come to the first example, you can see when you call your to the left, you come to 2 on both of these trees, and both of these satisfy the first condition, like both of their values are same. And now again you call onto your left, onto their left, so you come to null in this case, you come to null in this case. So yes, both of them are null. So if both of them are null, you can return true, isn't it? Because both of them are not available, both of them are not defined. So in this case you can return true happily. So this is the three things that you need to keep in mind. If both of them are null, return true. If only one of them is null, return false. And what is the condition that you need to check? Whether the particular values are same or not, like your present root value is same or not in the both cases. Like this is R1 as per the question, this is R2. So you'll be checking R1 value or data. R1 value or data is actually equal to R2 value or data or not. Okay, R2 value or data or not. So you'll be checking this, and once if you find like both of these are equal, go call your particular function onto your left and then right, or right and then left. It's fine, because you are not a foolish person to do the same task for each and every particular node. You'll be leaving it to recursion. Recursion will be taking care. You'll just need to look out for the things that have been given to you. You just need to define the work that need to be done for the particular node that you're standing on. The rest of the tasks that are there, which are repetitive tasks, that can be done by the recursion. All right. So the same thing, I put that in the code. So what as said, if both R1 and R2 are not defined, return true. If only one of them are not defined, return false. And what are the three things that you're going to do? return r1 data equal to r2 data if this particular thing, like if the values are same. If the values are same, then it's fine, and then you'll be checking on to your left, and then you'll be checking on to your right, or else you can even check on to your right and then your left. Everything, anything is fine. All right, so this is the code for it. Pretty simple code. I hope you people understood how are we going to solve this. So the code, for your reference, codes in Java, Python, C++ are there in the description. Please go through them, and if there are any doubts, please feel free to comment. This is a really easy question, just use of a common sense and a bit of recursion thing, that you need to leave this particular repetitive task to recursion. That's just that concept in your back of your mind. That's it. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned.